because all of them are cast bars. Samurai has a cast bar. And yeah, all these have cast bars. That's about it. The things we do for tea. Preparing for moving is taking a terrible toll on everyone's mental and physical well-being. People have been carrying on for days at a time with barely any food and drink. Never mind rest. Some have been too busy to visit the privy, for God's sake. I tried to lift their spirit, but encouraging words simply aren't enough anymore. Given there's nothing short of hitting them over the head with something heavy we persuade them to rest, my only remaining option is to try improving their diet. I know just how to do it too, with a special tonic proven to revive flagging spirit. But for that I require Highland tea leaves, and one of the merchants I know who sells them is completely out of stock. Harvest them myself is no option either, as the plant only grows in quarters, and I am in no position to leave the Viking sands at the present. But you are, Drazor, and since you now understand how important this is, you surely agree to assist me. Great, I'll take that silence as a yes. Okay. I learned that recipe from an Ishgardian acquaintance of mine who serves at Camp Dragonhead. Medgistel's her name. She knows where to obtain Highland tea leaves. I'm sure of it. Godspeed. Time to get some tea. Camp Dragonhead. But yeah, I want to get the MSQ done, so I have before the update comes out, because I want this to be visual log of log or yeah. Something to preserve that how the old MSQ worked. Oh, there you go. Now there's a face I shan't soon forget. Not after all the chaos you left in our wake. 'Twas for the best, of course, but still. Tatris sent you in search of Highland tea leaves. Had you come but a few bells sooner, I'd given you my remaining supply. Alas, you did not, and no, I have none. Where did I acquire my stock? Emmanuel, where else? He sells more than wines and spirits after all. Okay, let's check Emmanuel if he has some stock. Please say yes. There you go. Get out of here. As ever, it's a pleasure to serve an esteemed personage as yourself. Alas, I cannot furnish you with that which I do not have. I know not when my next shipment will arrive, but I fear it will not be soon. Assuming you cannot afford to wait, might I humbly suggest you consider harvesting the leaves yourself. If you travel to Boulder Downs and scour the river's banks, you should have no trouble finding their plants. The real shiners will be keeping local fauna at bay whilst you set about picking the tea. But what a mere beast to the brave adventurer forth at Lord Horshafan's side. I don't know. A walk in the park. Anyway, let's get the move on. Let's see if we can find some. I know I have some hunting log. It's quarters. That's East Shroud. And yeah. Yeah, two thing jigs in quarters. Maybe you see them around. Maybe. Oh yeah, I have this minion. Okay, let me pop this minion first. Sort this. There you go. Okay, let's. Is fine. My tea leaves. Oh, we got some snow wolves here. Killed them too. Inventory again. So yeah, after this quest I'm going to go and sell some stuff. There we go, got some more beasts. Yeah. Stun me. That's rude. Done with everything from the hunter log here. Now it's only the shroud and Tanalan left. That's such a weird to do. before I go to the Waking Sands, we need to go and sell some stuff. And now we can. This is the second time we sell stuff, I think. Yeah. So that's actually going to be. I'm gonna check how much we earned last time we sold stuff. $19K. And let's sell stuff. Coal meat is still on seller. Let me adjust the price. 10. Let's put it down to 9 then. Okay. Let's see what we can sell here. Not selling anything of these. I can always use those. Not selling food. I'll sell this from here. So 4. And 400. Yeah, we take those. And here we have 600. Sure. 600 for that too. And this, it's no, I'm selling it for 7. 200. Bomb bash. 200. Now we have some lavender, which is going to be for 90. Actually, no. This is the third time. 100. We sell stuff. 40. 40. Shoot, 200. Yeah, 200. I sell that for 2. I can sell that for 1. 200. That's you're full. Continue selling. How are you looking like? 0. Okay. 100. And then not selling any of these, so let's start selling here. 3. I sold it for 12. I'm not lowering the price. 1. 4. 30. 20. Mudstone, yeah. Yeah, so that's 9. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 40. Boar hide. 300 then. And then this for 900. Fine. I'm not lowering that. 900. 300. Cool skin for 9 is fine. 8 is fine. It's fine. Yeah, that's everything. Let me sort and let them sell then. And I'm going to sell this here, sort that again, and then I'm going to the Tamerlan, since we unlocked the gold saucer. I'm gonna go over here and triple triad trader selling cards. Yes. 200 MGB, 300 from that. There you go. I'm gonna do that with cards I already have. And then we have a melee. Oh yeah, I forgot to upgrade that. Open that chest. There you go. I totally forgot to open that chest. It's fine. We opened it in the end. And here we are. We did one dungeon with worst gear. Who cares? And we got synced down anyway, so it really doesn't matter. It's only in Shadowbringers where, or from a Realm of Bone to Heavensward, it matters, and from Stormblood to Shadowbringers. So gear inside the same expansion, if it's synced down, it doesn't matter. And inside Heavensward, gear inside Heavensward, and Stormblood. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we got Tataru here. I'm at my wits' end, Drazor. This tonic is society's only hope. Without it, I don't know what will become of us. Please, you have to find those leaves. Here you have it. I was just selling some stuff and getting some money back. You brought them. You really brought them. Thank you so much. There's no time to waste. I shall begin brewing without delay. A dollop of the honey, a fresh sprig of mint, also extract just so, a tiny tincture of tea, but no more than a hint. To bow my beloved bee, neck size and flan flesh ground to a paste, fresh sugar full for the news. Oh, I knew there was something I've forgotten to mention. Ill tidings, Drazor. As ill can be. Another crisis in the making. Okay, dude. You're all over the place. Sort your thoughts. Okay. It's possibly primal. Okay. A messenger from the Twin Adders came to the Waking Sands while you were in quarters. I wasn't privy to this conversation with the antecedents, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixnal has summoned Garud again, or may have Imperial forces have been sighted within the shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Sure. I know what's up. I know what's coming up. And it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna love voice acting it. Oh, can't wait. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have a reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Drazor. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there are truth in my suspicion, this familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to the ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I have hoped the Moogles go beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Helio. He awaits thee at the Hades Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Drazor. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. It's Moogle time. It's Moogle time. In general, I don't like the Moogle quest because they're absolutely unbearable. But this part is absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. A pleasure to see you as always, Drazor. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could have think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Yes, thank you. Please do. Please do explain. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuppelkop visited the Hades Nest to request an audience with the Elder City. He spoke of the imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which will imperil the entire Quellswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuppelkop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Caesar at the Lotus stand. Sure. And I think, if I remember correctly, this is gonna be a voice acted cutscene. Which is nice. Since there's not many of those in the early patch quests. Later on there is more, but yeah. The other signs have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Yes, thank you. Ooh, we sold some sprig of lavender. Let's go. I'm ready. Ready to punch Moogles. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Come yourself, Kuppelkop. Can you not see that he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray, forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Drazor, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not have wished for more stalwart ally. Okay, it was not voice acting. I remember it was a wrong cutscene. But you have doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuppelkop has brought to us news of most unsettling developments. It will seem the good King Moogle the XII has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuppler here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful and unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontent and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moogle the XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man will suffice, he said, so all Moogles should live there instead. I love that they just add that behind his name every time they say it. It's amazing. I love it. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moogle the XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held, while his subject climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Moogle the XII. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone will remain in heavens, so that Mooglekind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied a rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again that the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moogle the XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with buttload of crystals which really hard and you just sort of bed? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, yours has been brought onto the very brink of destruction, only to be spared by at the last by heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived with virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace would doubtless seem welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Moogle gods are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon the greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes come that may. I assure you the Moogles are only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Moogle the XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they started to get a little carried away, Kupo, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concerns. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he possessed the threat not only to Moogle kind but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Drazor, confront good King Mooglemog the 12th and drive in from our midst. Humbly I do thank you. The sanctuary of Moogle's and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Ersumian of the Conjuring Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further.